live on the internet.
Yay!
Hey.
Hooray!
So, we can level you guys up.
I think I'm done. I got rapid repair, I think, and hit point maximum, obviously.
Okay. So, did you update on Fantasy Grounds?
I did my HP. I don't really know where to put the rapid repair thing.
That would be a feature.
We're level 10 now?
Yeah.
Or 9?
10, I believe.
Anybody else confirm or deny?
Yeah, level 10.
So,
So I just learned a cantrip. That's it.
I will double check that with you real quick, but that may well be it. Player's Handbook Warlock at level 10. No, you get an Otherworldly Patron feature at 10th level.
What?
As well as a 4th cantrip.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I remember now. I can get the hide in plain sight or just straight up invisibility. I don't remember which one I wanted to get. If I know I never decided.
So, that you get at 6th level. So, ooh. So, Stefo, you get the Beguiling Defenses.
Defenses.
Yeah.
Aha. How do I just drag it?
Yeah, just drag Beguiling Defenses into your character sheet. It may want you to, like, be on the abilities page.
So that's cool. And then,
That. And
Alright, Lane. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is there really any point to me being able to roll a 50 on the stealth check as opposed to a 40, possibly?
Other than it just being amazing, I mean, the list of things that could actually perceive a 40 stealth check are very small. A 50 just makes it that much smaller. Well, let me put it to you this way. Anything that can perceive you past a 40 has a proper name.
Yeah. And something like that would probably magically have a way to detect me anyways, right?
Maybe. I genuinely do not know the answer to that.
Yeah. I think just being able to be straight up invisible is probably better than taking a minute to get a +10 bonus on stealth checks.
I would agree with that sentiment.
The choice is made.
Aura of Courage. Luba, what is this? Oh, wow. That's actually so cool.
The aura of which?
Courage.
What is that? I don't have an aura of courage. I have aura of conquest.
No, your 10th level feature that you get is Aura of Courage.
Oh, well, that's if I take a 10th level in Paladin, which I'm not doing.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, so having been exposed to that incredible thing that was summoned and being that close to the magic of my god and Tode, it awakened the divine soul sorcerer side of me.
Oh,
Just
shit.
sparked in me. So I'm now taking a level in divine soul sorcerer.
That's cool.
Yeah, my god has inspired me and given me much power.
What's your charisma? Oh, your charisma's high as fuck because you're paladin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that works.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I've never multi-classed before. I'm excited.
Yeah. Multi-classing, oh, hold on. Let me help you figure out what, fucking... how many
I think I
spells you
did it,
actually
okay.
get. Because
I think
there's
it does
like...
it automatically.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds does?
I think so. Oh, actually, no,
Oh.
it did not.
Because there's
It
a
knows
very...
that I'm Paladin 9 Sorcerer 1.
Okay. There's a specific way that you're supposed to do spell casting when you multi-class. I need to actually look at a book.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I know. I found a calculator. A multi-class spell casting... Multi-classing spell slot calculator.
I just realized I don't have dice.
So I am
Here,
Sorcerer 1, Paladin 9. So I should have 4, 3, 2. Which I do. Cool. Although I think I'm in need of a long rest.
A what?
We rest when we level up, right?
Well, my rule is you just can't be in a dungeon. Or, like,
Okay.
in danger. On the road is fine, because I presume that as you guys are traveling, you're camping, and... Yeah.
So we're back at max HP and everything.
Yeah, you'll have a long rest.
Okay.
Cool.
Really need.
What is
Oh,
the
whoops.
Aura of Courage, by the way, Lane?
Not this. That isn't.
You and every creature within 10 feet of you are immune to frightened.
Oh, cool.
I misclicked. That doesn't count. I'm rolling for health here.
Got it. Fair enough.
Boom. I rolled a 1.
You can re-roll 1s and 2s, but you have to keep the second outcome.
I rolled a 1.
Well, fate is conspiring
Not
against you.
kind.
I had my con.
Yeah.
3. Ooh.
Rangers are D8, right? I'm not crazy.
Ranger
Or
is
or
D10.
D10.
It's a D10.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I said D8, I meant D10.
Mhm.
I'll have to figure out what all that means for Echo, too.
Lubo's now sitting there with 2
Eight.
different hit die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Sorcerers are squishy.
Sorcerers are very squishy.
I have over 100 hit points now.
The Ranger has become tankier than the Paladin.
You know what? Tanky is a subjective term.
No, it is. It is. Because you can mitigate a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do something about my AC.
I'd
Yeah, how do
recommend
I-
magical armor.
Yeah, it doesn't like that.
Oh,
Might
that's...
I recommend power armor?
Yes. Dupar does like that.
Might I recommend studying history, Dubar, because there are a lot of armor advancements that the real world made that would be cool.
What, Brigandine?
Well, I mean, listen, just because that's the one that was in my... You get out of my head!
I heard of a wizard who makes very powerful armor. His name is Kevlar.
So Kevlar?
Kevlar the Armorer.
Petition for Dubar to fix bayonets.
That would kind of be sweet. Petition for Dubar to finally make a gun axe, but
Do you get new skills when you level up in a class?
no, you do not get new skills by any means other than a feat that gives them to you, a feature that gives them to you, or training in-game in a narrative fashion.
Gotcha. Boy, oh boy, Desmond Sangelet is going to be so skilled at so many things.
Yeah, that dude.
Everything except fighting.
He's he is the opposite of Lubo.
Yeah. I made it to be the opposite of Raj, but he's also the opposite of Lubo. Yeah, I've never played that character before. I think it's going to be fun. He is a lore bard who has no combat spells other than Vicious Mockery.
Also, Sync Tube is open.
By the way, did you look at the new spells from Strixhaven?
I didn't get a chance to look at them yet.
Okay.
But for the sake of this game, I want to save pirate game conversations for after D&D.
Copy that.
So.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
So it looks like everyone is leveled, save for picking spells and cantrips if you need to.
I'm done.
Actually don't need to, so I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay then. So. When last we left our heroes, you were on your way back from the dwarven city of Gatshaw, where you found another piece of Caliburn. On your way, you encountered a person on the road, someone from Barrel Arbor, who said that the city was under attack, but you didn't know by what. When you got there, after a brief investigation, an entity appeared. This entity revealed itself to be an old enemy of Brandon Dubar named the Prior, a corrupted, fallen angel made of madness and hate that Brandon Dubar had banished a long time ago. That banishment seems to have done damage. Somehow, it returned to this world and allied itself with the Red Hand. After defeating the angel, you managed to save and reconnect with an old ally who the angel was using as bait, one Rudolph Van Richten of Barovia fame. He told you that he had been investigating the Red Hand and that an army of various creatures was on its way. Barrel Arbor was lost. Any survivors have already fled the city. And we pick up with you now all on the road. I'll say you've been traveling now for 2 days, as anywhere that you may want to go is more than 2 days away from Barrel Arbor. So
We agreed to head back to the castle, alright?
I believe the keep was your original destination. Just wanted to provide you the opportunity if in these weeks you had a change of mind or change of heart with what you wanted to do.
I would be excited to, I'm happy to go back to the keep.
I think we haven't been there a while, so we decided we should at least show face.
Right. Fair enough. So then, you begin to make your way back to Castle Rend. And as you go, you guys have become pretty quick, proficient travelers. So you're actually able to get there, or you're able to catch up with a band of survivors from Barrel Arbor on your way before you get to Castle Rend. And you see that this particular group, as you approach, and as you begin to sort of assess their situation, they all look wounded. You see a lot of them are limping, hobbling. It looks like these were the injured and the elderly and the people who otherwise just couldn't travel as fast as, most survivors.
How many did you say there were?
This particular band, it seems like there's about 13 or 14 people. I will say, because it sticks out, one among them you recognize as the armored warrior Sir Sildar.
Oh shit.
How
Well,
injured
that's
is he?
He is... he looks beat to hell and back. He's walking. You see that he's, like, leading this group and, trying to marshal everyone. But he looks rough.
Alright, I'm going to lay on hands him 20 HP.
Okay. So I just like the
I'm gonna
idea that you
pick
just...
him up by his shoulder.
Okay. So you walk up, just touch him on the shoulder and pick him up a little bit. And you see there's this moment of shock and surprise as he turns, kind of like shuffles his head around and sees you. And then there's just like, first, the look of relief. And then a grin. Well, you're a sight for sore eyes, you big red asshole.
No. Well, is there any way I could take back that 20 HP?
No, at this point you cannot. And he looks
I know.
considerably
I joke with
better.
him.
Yeah.
I say that with him.
Okay.
I joke with him.
Yeah.
It's good to see you too, you son of a bitch.
And then he sees the rest of you. He kind of like, shakes your hand, Lubo, looks at the rest of you and just goes, thanks, Sareth, you're all here. And alive.
Yeah, you too. Barely, seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even begin to know what that thing was.
That thing?
The thing that just destroyed the town? Yeah, that thing.
That thing is gone.
You lot really don't fuck around, do you?
Try not to.
This thing comes in, lays waste to the city, just starts burning, torching. Most of us, there's nothing we can do. Most of them just started running, just trying to get out. Half of them, more than half, didn't make it.
Does Lubo know where this thing came from? Does he understand the story behind it?
I would say in 2 days, Dubar and Bran, you guys could have, like, filled them in on what this thing was if you wanted to.
I feel like I would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, yeah, you know.
Okay.
There's not. So no other things you've banished, right?
Banish? No.
Should we looking out for anything else?
Probably. I mean, always, but...
Any old friends, so to speak?
Well, I mean, we pretty much got rid of Gerard, so...
Yeah. I mean, we've made a lot of friends and we've made enemies, but most of them are dead.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. If something just comes out swinging at us out of the blue, it might be our fault.
And if you hear Dubar say, oh, it's him, or you hear me say, oh, it's them, then, yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, all things being equal, even if it is dead, I think these people need to get where they're going as quick as they can, which, by the way, is your castle. Sorry for the lack of invitation or warning.
We'll
No,
make the
they're
most of it.
welcome.
Good. Holy shit. Anyway, I guess if there's nothing to say, then-
Are there I'm actually going to use a spell that I've never used before. I'm going to say, are they hungry and thirsty?
They could definitely eat.
Then I will cast the spell Create Food and Water.
Oh, wow.
I will
Okay.
create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water. Enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. It is bland but nourishing.
Holy crap. So, on the ground, I guess I like the idea that you kind of just lay out like a big cloth, almost like a picnic blanket.
Yeah.
And then this food just begins to appear on it, conjured magically. And you see all these people turn around and just look at it and then look at you. Like, what the hell? But they don't question it. And as they're kind of they thank you as they go and just start digging in.
Awesome. Well, as they're eating, I want to like inspire them and be great. So I'm gonna use my inspiring leader as well.
All right, what do you say to them?
You are coming from a place of danger, but Rend is a place of strength, and we can protect you. All are welcome.
Okay.
Eat.
So the party then would gain some temp HP.
Yeah, only 6 of them though.
Right, so we'll say the 4 of you, and then who do you want to give?
Well, I could have done us earlier in the day, in the morning, when we woke up.
I believe you can only use that power once a day. Am I crazy?
No, it's a creature can't gain temp HP until they finish a short or long rest. They can't gain it again, but I can use it.
Okay,
If we spend half an hour, I could get everybody.
Okay, then yeah. Then just a whole bunch of people, I'll include Sildar in that, get some temp HP.
14 temp HP. Everyone should have 14 temp HP.
Ooh.
Okay. So, with that, they begin to eat. And at this point, the somewhat pensive Van Richten, he walks up to all of you, and he leans in. My friends, there is still a bit of a problem that I want to make sure we address. You say you have a castle, a fortification. Is it manned?
To an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent. Well, there is an army still on its way. Lest we not forget.
Indeed. Castle Army. I mean, we have pretty formidable people, actually.
Yeah. I would say that it is manned. Yes. We have a chunk of army there.
And no longer
Also,
green army.
I will remind the people eating, which I should have thought about before, that the food was a gift from Tode. Like, he is, Tode was the one who empowered me to create this food for everybody.
Oh, cool. That actually is really cool. Go ahead and take 2 concordance.
Okay.
I've
We have some
learned
people.
from past situations that concordance is meant to be given out considerably more slowly than what I was doing.
Aha. Wait, did I like use up concordance?
Yes, you do.
remember if
You use concordance when you invoke
I
your
spend it.
Yeah.
Right. Let me find that again.
Yeah. Sorry, Steffo, give me just a second to find out.
Oh, I can look it up. You can handle him. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I was just saying that the army we have there is no longer green.
Yeah, it is a regular
Regular army.
army. I think that's called seasoned, is the actual term.
Oh, I spent 30. Wow. Okay.
So, keep in mind, it says that you have these there, but you actually don't. The Gravesford Guard are not among your units.
Mhm.
I actually am just going to go ahead and delete them because they're not yours. So... Okay, then. So, Van Richten continues to chime in. Is there anyone that you can call on for aid? Call on to help us? Is there any way that we can improve our chances against this?
I mean, I'm gonna just look through the bar.
Say again. I was refreshing myself what retainers and stuff we had.
I said, or Van Richten said, is there anyone we can call on for aid? Any way that we can get help in this coming conflict?
That's the amount of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last conflict was sort of called in that favor.
From
Or we went to that place to get help. I forget.
yeah, that was. Can we see the map? I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to-
yeah, I remember. Yes, 1 second. You need this map.
Indeed. I mean, Gravesford's kind of out of the way. Alton, we're kind of already past that. I mean, those would be our two closest, like, potential allies, so.
Yeah. Not anyone. We don't have very many better men, if that's what you're asking.
Well, we will make do. I feel like there is work to be done before the battle. I feel like there is time enough. Their army moves slowly. It is... My observations of it are that it is comprised mainly of creatures, monsters, non-civilized entities and tribes. It moves slowly, not just due to its size, but due to the difficulty of controlling its warriors. They do not fit well. They do not conform easily to rank and file. So we may have time to do some preparation before it arrives.
Well, I'm not well versed in battle fortifications, but I can make do.
Which direction are these guys coming from?
They're
between Barrel Arbor, or did we take out? It was just the prior Barrel Arbor.
Yeah, it was just the prior at Barrel Arbor.
Okay. So the rest of the army is behind him, and behind us, correct? Or we can assume.
So Van Richten chimes in. I'm assuming that this is Bran talking.
Yes.
Van Richten chimes in and he says, I observed them coming down from the Kalen Moors. By what it looked like when I saw the army the first time, they were just about to cross the Mare River. They are on the, or I should say, were on the eastern side of Barrel Arbor of Skaford Lake.
So we're already past Alton, right? Like we would have to turn back around to go to Alton.
Yeah, you're not too far past it.
So I could possibly send a letter with Athena to what was his name? Consulting the notes. Count Corbin Leofrich?
Yes.
Leofridge.
I assume.
Also, to the two
My
players in another game of mine, I totally spaced on the fact that I used that name twice. Do not make connections. That was not intentional.
There are two Stevens. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, sure. I will hastily write a letter to Leofrich saying, hey, remember us? We need help again.
okay.
I mean, does anybody object to this or approve? Or, I mean, our other options, we could send a letter to Gravesford, and I don't know who would supply more help. I mean,
Doesn't hurt to send.
yeah, but I can basically only pick one. I can send a letter to Edmund, and I feel like he would definitely come. Maybe not him, but
Well, I mean, I don't know what the right thing to do is.
Yubar.
Maybe Van Richten chimes in. Says, it is possible that I spoke out of turn. It could maybe be best to have this conversation at Rind, where we can assess the full scale of our resources.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. It'd just be, if we were going to send word to Alton, it would be faster to do it from here than it would be from Rind.
That is true.
Athena.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, how long would it take Athena to fly to Alton?
It would not take her very long.
Could you do both?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Send her to Alton from where we are now, straight from Alton to Rind, and then from Rind to Gravesford if needed. So she'll probably be just back to Rind, right?
It would be very, very close, yeah.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
Just kind of send word to Leofrich of what we got going on in general. Kind of description of what we're up against and the threat level, and understand if he would rather fortify his own position, but would definitely appreciate his assistance in kind of heading this off and getting rid of the threat now, as opposed to letting it fester and rend if something were to go wrong, and then becoming a threat to Alton. And kind of recount to him what happened at Barrel Arbor, and we don't want that to happen anywhere else.
Okay. All of that is noted. I'm actually going.
And away she goes.
Can I cast guidance on the bird? So in case she has to dodge something, she can roll a d4?
Sure. Yeah. I like
Okay. Go. Good luck, young flying creature. I believe in you.
that. Okay. So with the message sent,
Ran, roll a d4.
you all begin to return the rest of the journey to Rind with a group of survivors in tow, and your friend Sildar, who seems to have survived the encounter. As you travel, Sildar sort of fills you in on what he saw. He's talking to you guys, and he says, we didn't even see it at first. There was just fire raining from the sky, some wrath like I've never seen. When it appeared, we tried to fight it momentarily, but none of us were mages. We didn't have the capacity to do much to it. When it came down to it, Torsten and I knew that we had to just try and get people out, as many as we could. I left with them to protect them. Torsten said he was going to hold it off. I presume I know what happened to him.
Oh, poor Torsten. I bet he fought bravely.
I know he did, because he started fighting when he was still within my vision, and was still fighting when I could no longer see him. I know for a fact he got at least one good hit in.
Good man.
So, onwards to your castle. I'm becoming a little too acquainted with this road.
How far out are we?
So, after about another week of travel, you guys are able to make your way to Rind. And, you arrive to the familiar sights of your home, as well and intact as it ever is, and that the weather is, especially considering the time of year, as at this point you guys are well and truly into winter, like snow is on the ground. But this valley, this place where Rind is, it's that kind of sunny snow. You know what I mean? Where it's snowing and there's snow on the ground and it feels very festive, but there's no blizzard. It's calm.
Mm-hmm. Calm before the storm, one might say.
I'm still listening. I'm just gonna take a piss and mute, but I'll bring my laptop in so I can hear.
Yeah, and also you guys do notice throughout all the course of your travel that the snow, the weather has become a serious travel impediment.
No. Not for us, though, right?
No, not for small groups per se. I mean, it still sucks, but it
I
is.
don't think it. I think one of my things is it helps us not.
Oh yeah, you don't. Difficult terrain
impacted.
doesn't matter to you and the people you're traveling with. So yeah, for you guys, no. But just a general point of order, Bran, you are having to make use of your skills as a ranger to not be slowed down.
Gotcha.
Which is something that you are well aware of. For anyone who's from this area or even has spent enough time here, which I think is most of you, you know that Cambrian winters get pretty rough. The north as a whole, Fairland, Eisenreich, Cambria, the Freeholds, they all get pretty rough. The Freeholds get it the worst. Winters in the Freeholds are obscene.
Yep. Can testify.
So,
I'm gonna hear real quick. I'm still listening though. So.
okay. Well, at this point, you guys are back at Rind. So, I mean, this is sort of upkeep time for you guys. I know y'all all had a list of things you wanted to be doing, that you wanted to talk to artisan followers about. I know you wanted to upgrade the keep.
Yeah.
This is sort of that moment. Like, you are at home, anything you need to do. You can all benefit from an extended rest, so you can refill your stronghold abilities, which you finally started using.
Yes, that's great too. Totally forgot about that. But also, I'm looking at this thing. My domain effects: clear blue skies and warm sun dominate year round.
And we have talked about that.
It can still be cold, but it would be less biting in the area, right?
Yes.
Like once you enter our
domain, Rind is notably more temperate, but remember we talked about this. Winter is still winter.
Yeah.
It's still
winter,
cold,
but
there's
it's
still
less
snow.
where we are.
Yeah, but it's not to the point that it is dangerous to be outside.
But would there be like a marker? We're traveling with this group. Would there be a moment where we cross the threshold and it's clear how much nicer it is?
Yeah, it's subtle. It's not like a Minecraft biome where at grid 377X and it's horrible, and then 378X. It's not like that.
Okay.
But it's as you transition into Rend, it becomes apparent.
Good enough. I want these people to be wowed by the place.
Yeah. Well, they are, both by the castle and the people who are in it. Thanks to having just won a major battle, there is a surplus of just wealth and, you know, a high feeling to the area. The morale of Rend is very high right now.
Excellent.
So, I need to update this Cambria map to say ruins of Barrel Arbor.
So we all have stuff we want to do, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So should we just take turns?
Well, sure, but with the caveat being that let's start with the keep upgrade, or the castle upgrade, because that's like a group thing.
Right.
All right, then. So, you guys made a ton of money. And how much do you guys actually have to put toward the castle?
I mean, I think... Well, I don't know, actually.
Where would we see the number?
Kieran, you've sort of been the treasurer, right?
Well, I think technically Lubo is the one with the, like, big chunk of change.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
you sold the thing.
I have 68 gold on hand.
I thought it was put into the party fund. I don't have that gold on me.
Oh, I didn't add it to the party fund.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Shit.
Well, in that case, Lubo probably has it on him. It was 25,000, right? Oh no, 250,000.
Whoa, hold up. No.
I think it was enough for an upgrade plus a little more.
Yeah, I think it was enough for a full upgrade where you guys could upgrade the keep, temple, and tower all.
Because right now I have almost 5k in the party fund as my tally.
Cost upgrade from first to
Where
second
would it
level.
even be?
Kieran, what's 11,000?
Oh no, it's 27,000. I have 27,800 gold.
Okay, so then Kieran, 11,000 times 1.3.
So a third of that is almost 4. I mean, it's... I'll just get you an exact number. Hold on. $14,300.
Okay, so 14,300 is what it will cost to begin upgrading your keep, tower, and temple to second level. Yellow.
Yeah.
That was just me letting you know. Is that something you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So, we'll say...
Are we putting it in the party fund, or am I just taking it out of here?
I mean, I can add it to the party fund, then take it out if that's what you want.
All right. So yeah, it was 25,000 gold.
Okay, so 25.
So I'll put it to the party fund.
Mm-hmm.
Lubo is showing his good faith.
925. Okay, so 29,925 minus 14,300. Okay, so we have 15,625 left after.
Cool.
Okay, so the gold is
I have
spent...
0 gold.
The gold is spent, and you all begin to organize with different people who work at the keep, talking to Captain Horblack and Tapina, to any other people that you have to start sort of getting this wheel turning in the process of getting this upgraded. So
Did the dwarves we recruit from Gatshaw, have they shown up yet?
No, they have not showed up yet. You guys have been traveling much faster than them.
Okay. Also, if you give me like 2 minutes, I'm gonna go put my plate up and stuff real quick.
Sounds good.
How's the army?
The army is still in high spirits from the victory over Saxton, and they seem content. At this point, they've settled into like some daily routines.
Are they training?
Yeah, they're still training. They're always training.
Okay.
But
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
don't want them to be sitting on their laurels. We
no,
won one battle, guys.
no, they are training. They are active in that regard.
Okay, well, they are training, and as long as we are there, I'm going to change their training tactics,
Oh, okay.
which is a thing in the book. So I want them to start shield training. So if we're during an extended rest, if I train with them, I also get this benefit.
Okay.
So yeah, so anyone can get shield training if you're... I guess all of us could do it if we pick one that everyone can do.
I've got a bunch of other stuff Dubar's gonna do.
Okay. All right, well, I'll just do shield training. So I'll gain the benefit of shield training after the next time we come back. Or we leave, rather.
Got it.
Strengthen up that army. I want to examine them, make sure they are cool. I'm going to give a nice speech, inspiring everybody and looking mean while I'm doing it.
Got it. So yeah, that all comes to pass. You just begin making speeches, getting people organized, having them run drills. You see, they were definitely training, but when you showed up, there was definitely like, you know, that kind of, oh fuck, the commander's back, everyone fucking clean up the mess hall, go. You know, that kind of thing.
Good.
So you will not get the benefits of the second level keep stuff for a while, but because you upgraded your keep, I am going to let you all go ahead and roll on the followers chart.
Yay!
Another dragon. 3 dragons. Let's go.
So, who wants to go first on the follower chart roll? Actually, you know what? We're going to do it the way I did it last time. I'm just going to flip the pages until I see your class. I almost stopped on Druid, Kieran. But right after Druid is Fighter. So, Kieran, go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
D100.
Oh, I'm last then.
Well, actually, that depends on if Luba wants to roll on the Sorcerer or Paladin follower chart.
thought you
Oh,
were still
shit. I didn't even think about that. Well, I don't have a sorcerer, whatever
What'd you roll?
sorcerer's thing is called. I don't have a sanctum yet. I just got back.
Right,
I
but you
feel
can
like
still
it-
roll on that chart. Because the Sanctum is under
Okay.
construction. Anyway,
So
so Kieran, what'd you get?
46.
46. Oh, this is kind of neat. So, you get a retainer that is a tracker.
No? Brandy's coming for your job.
Good luck.
So go ahead and write down 5th level tracker.
I can't. It's read only for me.
My bad. It shouldn't be now. Can you work in it now?
Hold on. No.
No. Okay, well, it belongs to Steffo, so Steffo, I think you'll have to write these in.
What? Who?
On the Castle Rind info and notes,
Oh, that's calendar. Oh.
Still read only. What happens if you click it off with read only?
No, I'm clicking. It's not.
Can
maybe
mine
I just
click it
need
off?
to...
I've closed it and reopened it.
Can you... did that do anything?
I can't unlock
Nah.
it.
Nah. Can
What
you
in the
unlock it,
actual
Wayne?
hell?
Top right. It says
Yeah,
read only.
I did it. It's unlocked.
Oh,
Uh,
I was about to say it was gone.
For a second, because I'm experimenting with stuff.
Can we just copy and paste it into a new app? No, that'll be a pain in the butt, won't it?
I'm just gonna figure out how to... Why is it being this way? It says it's public. Like, it says...
We can
This
see
will be
it,
unlocked
but it's
now.
read only.
Alright, I'll just put it in.
Okay.
Seems like the easiest way. So, that is...
Tracker, level 5.
Elf or what?
It just says
For...
tracker.
Oh. Yes, the elf part's because Rydell's an elf.
Bar. You can look at the tracker stat block in Strongholds and Fallers. So, now I will continue to flip pages. And the next one up is the Paladin. So, Lubo, are you rolling Paladin or Sorcerer?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll Paladin. I
Okay.
think Lubo's more of a Paladin still.
Alright, go for it. So, make a D100 roll.
47.
47. Okay, this is neat. You have an Exorcist.
An Exorcist.
It is a retainer.
Tight. Sounds like a scary retainer. Sounds like I rolled on the sorcerer chart.
Alright, so continuing to flip.
Exorcist is 7th level.
Well, so it says that on there, but the rules also say to determine 3rd, 5th, or 7th level based on the level of the character.
Aha.
So I am setting it at 5th level for now.
Copy that.
Alright, Ranger.
That's me. That is a 71.
71. Oh, this is kind of sick. And actually really good for you, Bran. You've
tell.
gained an Elf Ambassador.
Oh,
That is pretty cool.
That is a new type.
I very much like that.
I'm going to create a new header here. Because that is significant.
Especially with elves. Because... Backstory.
oh no, I think a dragon would be cool.
I mean, a dragon would be cool, but we already have 2 of them. So is the 3rd one really that cool?
Yeah, they need a buddy. They get tired of each other and you just want to bounce ideas off.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then you have, like, a
dragons are
middle
usually
child
found in groups.
situation.
They love each other.
Alright. So if you don't know, Josh, ambassadors are how you can consult with a group to, like, purchase units from them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, anyway.
We have a dwarf one coming, right?
Yes, that was, I believe, the whole thing. You didn't actually get dwarf units. I believe you recruited an ambassador.
Yeah, we recruited an ambassador.
Was it? I thought we got dismissed. To the notes.
To the notes, and if you cannot find the notes, we have a recording.
Good luck finding that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It won't be that bad, actually. Alright, and last but not least... Oh, you would have still been last, Stefo. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Make a D100 roll.
30.
30.
30 and a 0.
You've already got one of those. Roll again.
Oh, okay. Is that a dragon? 87.
87. Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
That's very different. No, you've already got a Reaver. It was just another fucking Hergalak.
Ah.
So it's literally the same thing you got last time. But now, you actually rolled high enough to get on the special allies table.
Ooh.
So... I don't think you're actually supposed to get this that many times. You guys are rolling crazy on this.
Is it a dragon?
we're about to find out. What did we discuss that your alignment was, even though we don't use alignment?
Chaotic neutral?
I think that's what it was, yeah. I like it.
That scares me.
Wait, you've already had a special ally before, Jules. Holy shit, this is your second one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Yeah, and that also tells me that I'm on the right chart. So, wait, how do I know if I get this thing?
Yo, this exorcist is my kind of guy. I'm looking at his spell list.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
One sec. I just need to check something to make sure I'm not about to miss out on a cool opportunity. Okay, yeah, that's how that happens. Okay, no. Roll a d12.
D12. 8.
You already got that. Roll again.
Yeah, I think.
Too bad. Try again.
11.
11.
That's higher than 8.
That was what we got dragons from, wasn't it?
I think so. Dragon.
Basilisk.
Jules, you are enjoying your first day back at the keep, having just decided to commission an upgrade for it. When you look up in the sky and you see a dragon.
I think that's a different color. I think that's a dragon of a different color.
We will decide what your dragon is all about out of game.
We haven't decided mine yet either.
I know.
I cut it out there.
Would I also roll on the sorcerer table if I'm building a sanctum?
No, well, so the thing is, the sanctum isn't a thing that you build. You just have it if you are that class and you own a stronghold.
I keep cutting in and out, so what? Jules actually get a dragon?
Yeah, Jules actually got a dragon.
Alright then.
We need one more.
What color is it? Because ours are topaz.
Oh, I didn't even look. I was just befuddled.
You need to put it in the special allies as well. Come on now.
Oh, something really interesting about the Sorcerer's Sanctum. So under the domain effects, folks who live in the Sorcerer's Domain for a season learn one random sorcerer cantrip, but they lose the ability to cast it if they ever leave.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It is a emerald dragon,
Oh.
which is thematically just so fucking perfect.
Emerald dragon. Hell. I will think of a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Lane's
Going
consulting.
into plans.
Lane's consulting his all the enemies we're gonna have to fight and adding a few
Adding
more now.
zeros to all their HP.
Yeah.
So, another special ally.
Thank you. Oh, sure.
You gotta work on your dragon names, apparently.
That's also a young dragon?
Yeah, it's young.
Okay.
Well then. Couldn't just give you a
basically all-
mason or a fucking miner. Gotta get dragons every time we do this, huh?
You know that encounter that we walked away from with that other dragon, word gets around, you know?
Yeah, that we're respected in the dragon community now.
Yep.
Bending over backward to give a reason why one dragon would want to ally itself with you was difficult. You have you have more you have as many dragons as you do artisan followers.
I mean,
All
I'd
is
rather have the artisan followers right now.
balance and all things.
Fair
It's
and
just
balanced, huh, Kieran?
precautions,
fair and fair.
so they can fuck around and find out. You know, any enemy that we might have.
Well, they're about to find out.
Exactly, because they fucked around.
Can you put Bran by the Elf Ambassador, just for the sake of
Oh, yes, yes.
not driving?
Yeah.
And
So-
you broke it with Jules' too. His new dragon. There's a format line.
No, I agree with you. All right. Well then. So that's that. So you guys have arrived back at Rend. You've decided to upgrade it, and you have acquired some new allies. Let me look real quick. I want to check out what some of your new retainers are all about.
Where can I find information about the ambassador?
In Strongholds and Followers. I don't know what page.
Let me grab my strongholds and followers, but one moment.
Where is the Exorcist actually at?
It's in the whatever the section after the keep and stuff. It just lists all the retainers. There's no like detailed instructions. It's just like little mini stat blocks.
Mm-hmm. I just don't see it under the Paladin retainers.
It's under cleric retainers.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He just like burns things. I dig it.
Nice.
Ambassadors, hey, I opened right to the page.
So then let's play this out, because I have an idea for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lubo.
Yeah.
As you are working, getting things ready at Ren for the next stage of your operations, you see this older man who is older tiefling approach and walk up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "My lord, Lubo, I'm among the refugees that came here on your invitation, seeking safety and a place to call home."
You're welcome here, brother.
Yes. I do not want it for free, and so I am here to offer you my services. In the past, I made quite a name for myself by removing foul entities from our tribe's lands, and for being in charge of burial rites and other such matters of the afterlife.
Was there a part of the castle that was like haunted, or there was something here that had like negative spirits in it?
So there were being the operative word, ghosts of the wardens that used to live here.
Right.
But you should not get rid of those.
Okay. Okay, well, it's great. Do we have a,
Here's an idea. You know, kind of the thing we fought up on whenever we fought Saxton up on that hill. There were like the pillars and things and stuff. Apparently that's an ancient burial ground. I'm gonna guess pre-wardens, right, Lane?
Oh, very.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much of this is that guy's forte. Maybe he doesn't have to exercise anything, but it would be in his wheelhouse, I guess, probably, maybe.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out an idea.
That's an interesting nut. Okay, so I'll talk to the kid, be like, okay, so...
Old man. He's an old man, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say,
old man. Do you worship Today?
I worship Today and serve all the gods within her pantheon.
Awesome. There is a site nearby where we had a battle that is like a haunted burial ground. Can you sanctify it and rededicate it to Today?
I most certainly could do that.
Then go do it. Take all the men you need.
I mean, we don't know what was there originally, but
He says it
it
is.
could be.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, it could just be like ancient spirits of the forest that are protecting us and not malignant at all, possibly. I mean, I have no idea. So,
So I presume that Bran is here and is kind of like overhearing the conversation, and that he even said that. And the exorcist looks at you and says, "I will investigate before I start defacing or removing anything. I will understand what it is."
Excellent.
I would appreciate that.
Yes. Do this. Let us know what you find. What is your name?
My name
By the
is Trican.
Cool. I can not write your name down.
It is T-R-A.
No, I mean I physically
and-
cannot write it in the thing.
And
Oh.
yeah, and then that.
The notes.
I will do that real quick. So,
Oh, no, I just closed it. Anyway, it is good to meet you, good Tycan. Welcome to Rend, and feel safe.
I already do, my lord. There we go.
And I'll use guidance on him. It only lasts for a minute, but for the next minute, he's going to do really well at everything.
Okay. So, now, Dubar. As you are there doing the same thing, just preparing for the next stages of what you're going to do, maybe an invention that you plan to build, you become aware that there is a dwarf watching you.
Okay. Like, well, because I assume I'm like mostly in the lab, like with Penna and my own lab and whatnot. So like, where is he watching for?
He's peeking in through the door.
Okay. Well, I assume it's a he. I don't know, but okay. I'll ignore him.
After a minute, he just sort of watches. Hello? Hello?
I'll say, yes, who are you, without looking away from my work.
Oh, my name is Perrin. I followed you from Gatshaw.
Oh, are you from Gatshaw?
Yeah, actually. Never left before. But I wanted to.
Scary at first, isn't it?
I'm gonna be honest, for the first couple of days, I thought I was gonna fall off into that sky.
Well, if you want to know more about the sky, I can hook you up with the right person.
Well, maybe. Anyway, point is, listen, I was your I used to work for your dad, I guess, by extension. I was a low-ranking guard. Before I got sent into the Verloren to look for you, I'd been sent in a few other times. I'm good at finding things. Creatures. I know where they are, where they're going. I've done a lot of expeditions into the Verloren. Most of my job is actually to just find out where the monsters are so that we can go the other way. But honestly, I just got tired of being thrown into the Verloren as a scout, which is also mostly bait. And so I wanted to change.
Looks like you survived enough.
Yeah, that's because I'm fast and quiet. But anyway, I decided to leave, and I didn't really know where to go or what to do or anything about the surface at all. And so I followed you.
Well, at least I know you come from a good place. And we can use the help. We're trying to start something here, so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I have been curious. I know one of my companions, you may know Bran, may have heard of him. His cabal, or whatever he calls it.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not there. They at least used to know all about what was around here and try to take care of the forests and whatnot. I have been curious to know more about the wildlife in the surrounding area, and not only because we should have unwanted visitors soon, but it would be nice to just know in general. And that seems to be where your skills lie.
Yeah,
right?
that's something I could do. Certainly.
How
do
do
you You want this guy to become a warden?
Well, that'd be up to him, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care. If he goes out,
our numbers
does the
grow.
job, yeah. Yeah, I guess I will mention that. Like, you may even find a home with the wardens.
Didn't you just call them a cabal?
Just because I wouldn't join them doesn't mean you shouldn't. I don't join anything.
Noted.
Well, except this castle. It's a bit of a. I digress. You should look into it, and while you're doing that, sort of just explore, do what you're good at.
Okay. You know that there are giant flying lizards in this area?
How many have you seen?
I've counted 3.
Well, if you see more than 3, start to be scared.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you. Again, my name's Perrin, and, yeah, it was nice to meet... I already said that. Bye!
So long. I would like to think I never looked at him directly the whole time. I just kept working.
You're a dick, but I love it. Absolutely. So, those are the 2 retainers that you guys have acquired. Now, for the last new character, you Bran.
Yes.
As you are just sort of out and about, exploring, again, same thing everyone else is doing, just preparing for what's going to come next. You are approached by a, roughly middle-aged elven woman.
Okay. Approached in what capacity? I'm at the castle, or I'm out and about?
Yeah, I just assume that you're kind of out and about, like, talking to ride off, planning different possible...
Gotcha. Alright.
And, this very well-dressed, like, very, she has this like upright sort of posture, like very particular posture, very delicate, precise steps. Her arms are crossed in front of her, in a very formal way. And she is wearing very traditional, like, wilder elven clothing that you recognize from the tribes. Specifically, you make note, based on your knowledge of the elves, that she is a member of the Sylvane tribe of elves. And as she approaches, she says, "Are you Lord Darkfeather?"
Indeed I am.
It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Tayadan, and I come as a representative of the Sylvane tribe.
Welcome indeed.
Um,
Have I ever had any interaction personally with the Sylvano tribe?
you did with the wardens. You would have known that a rather substantial number of wardens come from the Sylvane tribe.
Yeah.
So she says, "It has come to my attention from hearsay that the wardens are trying to reconstitute in this place, and that you are the one in charge of that."
Indeed I am.
Well, as I moved through the Forest of Rind to come here, by way of Gravesford, I did notice that the forest has calmed since I was last through here. Calmed in a way and in a sense that I've only seen the wardens able to do. So, by that virtue and that one alone, I'm inclined to believe what I have heard about you. And,
That being,
well, that your attempt is honest and genuine and has a chance. My tribe has long been allied with the wardens and has, let's just say, our beliefs fall in line with the goals of what the wardens want to do. At least, mostly. And so, I sought you out to try and rebuild an old ruined bridge between my tribe and your order.
I'm not one to turn down help from an old friend, even if it's not a direct friendship.
Hopefully it can become one.
Exactly. And I'll reach out, shake her hand.
She reciprocates. And she says, "Now granted, I am not offering anything freely. The elven tribes are distant from the world of man, especially lately. And the long-standing trust between your order and mine broke over 5 years ago, when you all disappeared. But
Not of our own accord, but
of course,
understandable.
Of course. But I can facilitate new talks, new conversations, new opportunities. So, if you ever need anything...
Very much like that.
Good. So then if you ever need anything and wish to open a discourse with the Sylvane tribe, I will be here as their ambassador. I will take up residence near the forest, and that will be where you can find me.
Alright. What is, are you exclusively to Sylvane tribe, or do you have any other connections with the other tribes?
I am from the Sylvane, but that being said, as an ambassador, I have made many connections with many of the tribes, and I would say that to some degree they all trust me.
Well, time may come where I have you possibly attempt to call upon those ties if you're willing.
I
But
would be.
for now, I think. Well, how quickly could you rally forces? I'm assuming it's not a quick process.
It can be quick-ish. It can be done, and if you need expediency, it is possible. But again, the elves
With
will
a
not...
price.
With a price. The elves will not come simply because you called. You are a human.
Indeed. Even past relationships will only get me so far, I suppose.
Your being a warden is the reason I'm here at all. It's the reason they're willing to even talk to you.
It's fair.
That's more than most humans can say.
Indeed. So out of the game.
Yeah.
Is there even a chance we could recruit anybody from the Sylvani tribe in time for this engagement?
I would have to read on the rules for ambassadors and how that works.
I kinda read a little bit, but it wasn't very clear. I don't think.
So...
There's not a lot to it, unfortunately. It's
Well,
like
that
the
may
very
mean
last
that
page before the siege.
Ambassadors. Ambassadors allow you to purchase units from their ancestry as though they were friendly. Oh, so it just has to do...
With buying units.
Yeah, so page 240.
Okay, I didn't get that far.
All has to do with purchasing units. We can figure this out outside of game, but depending on what it says, that could be a possibility.
Yeah. Could become very handy.
Alright, well, aside from Jules's dragon, that we just need to have a talk about outside of game, that is all of your followers who have appeared. Your keep is now... Your upgrades are considered under construction. The keep is still fortifiable, even during this period. So you're not losing defensive ability because you're upgrading it right now. And it will be finished in 130 days.
Honestly, not too bad. Thought it was going to be longer, but...
Does that mean we're staying here for 150 days, or...?
I mean, you can do what you want, but...
I mean, we don't have to stay here, right? Isn't that correct? We don't have to personally manage the stuff, right?
No, it is... Your retainers are taking care of all of that for you.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Before we get to another chapter.
Got it.
Lane.
Yes.
The tower.
Yes.
Inventing a new spell.
Yes.
There's multiple charts here.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom. They're all D8s. So the first one, spell targets you or one ally. Is this the spell that I figure out? Or is this a buff to a spell?
Let me...
Because either way, it's pretty cool.
So, sorry, you're inventing a spell?
So
I don't know.
The tower allows you to modify and invent spells.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
But there's charts here with things already, and I don't know if that's sort of the... hey, here's a bunch of things you can add on, or here's a bunch of spells, period. I don't know if they're additions, so like, if my Burning Hands, whatever, adds this, or...
The way it works, you research a spell. When you invent it, you research an existing spell. Or, I mean, you can invent one from scratch, it says, but it's sort of a pain. So researching an existing spell, you pick a spell. You can only research arcane spells, not divine spells. Gods get really bitchy if you start trying to monkey with their ineffable will. That is from the book, not me.
Yep, I read the whole thing.
Yeah. So, you pick a spell, the GM can, of course, allow a divine to research spells, and why not? It's just not the default assumption. So you pick the target of the spell. These categories aren't comprehensive but broadly applicable. Some spells may fall under... Applicable. May fall under multiple categories. Does damage, applies to many spells, also fit elsewhere on the list. And the GM interprets the exact target broadly. So, the target of a spell can be yourself or one ally, one enemy, all bad guys in an area, all allies in an area. The spell does damage. So, some spells don't fit into any of these. Blah blah blah. Research the spell takes time.
It takes a few weeks. More than a month.
The time spent is 8 hours of every day, 6 days a week. Organist can take breaks a few times each day to speak with their lieutenant, command followers, and oversee construction of the tower, but cool. To research a spell, the magic user must spend 1 month plus 1 week per level of the spell minus 1 week per level of their tower. So, that's the time to do it after picking the spell and its target. And researching it for the appropriate time, the magic user rolls a d8 on a chart corresponding to its effect to discover the result of the research. Or you can just choose, it even says. Okay, so basically you choose what the spell targets. There's a chart for if it targets you or an ally. There's a chart for if it targets several allies. The spell targets one enemy. The spell targets several enemies.
Yeah, so my question then was, these are spells of themselves. They're not in addition to, I can't attach this to Blight or something.
No, that's exactly what you do with it.
Oh, so if I cast Blight, I can also cast Empowering with it.
Well, Empowering is what you're adding to Blight.
So it's like one new spell, is what I'm getting, right?
No, it's a asterisk.
So I think
to
Blight.
You're upgrading
Blight
a spell.
is a spell that targets several enemies.
Yeah.
So then you would use the fourth table, which is the spell targets several enemies, and add one of those to Blight.
Exactly. You're adding a new sentence to Blight.
I see. Yeah.
Although I think Blight is a single target. But...
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if that's what it is. Yeah.
So, for example, Blight, we'll use that example. Blight targets a single enemy, so you could add the betraying quality to Blight. So, Blight does everything that it already does, but then the target also immediately attacks another target of your choice. Right?
And
That's really cool.
Yeah.
is this only a duels thing, or is this an all?
You guys
spellcast
are
technique?
all owners of Castle Rend, which means you can all benefit from the use of any of the buildings in it.
Gotcha.
Right.
Except for one of these is a minimum 7 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't mind spending time around here for 7 weeks. We got stuff to do.
I got a bunch.
Got an army to train.
But if I'm using Blight, that goes up to 10 weeks.
Minus something.
Oh, also,
Minus-
if the spell does damage, there's a ton of different tags you can add onto it. For example, if it deals force damage, you can add the detonating tag. Affected targets are knocked prone on their turn. They must make a wisdom saving throw to stand up. On their following turn, they may stand up normally without making a save. So based on the type of damage it deals, it can you can do
modify.
additional. Yeah.
I'm going to have to sit down this with this and
Yeah. What
Well,
kind
unless you
of
guys are
damage
good.
does Blight do?
necrotic.
So you could add the unholy quality, which actually has a tag
I
on
think
it.
it's necrotic.
Anyway, yeah. So
pretty sure
you could
it
add
is.
the unholy quality, where when you cast it, 1d4 ghouls rise from the ground. Each appears anywhere you choose within 30 feet, and they obey your commands for a number of rounds equal to your spellcasting modifier. Then crumble to dust.
Very jewels.
I already have a little army already.
Yeah, but these will listen to you.
What is listening?
What you just said to Steffo is you have to run them.
I mean, the choice is his, but
Which is why I asked, are we staying here for a while?
I mean, definitely until whatever the heck happens with this engagement we're about to
If
have.
I were to get interrupted, do I pick up where I left off? Or
I
Lane?
mean, one. I would think so, right?
Sorry, say that again.
If I were to get interrupted, would I pick up where I left off? Or
Yeah, I would adjudicate that you can.
Has Athena returned? By the way.
Athena?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, yeah, she's returned.
Okay. Did she bring any word back with her or no?
So she did.
Yeah.
And she has a note that says, it says from Leofrich, "This is an unfortunate thing to hear, because my scouts report that this army you speak of is not headed to you, it's headed to me. And I was preparing to ask you the same question."
Okay. Well,
Can you share the map with me again?
Yep.
this is a problem.
And who said that?
Leverage,
yeah.
Walton. Hmm. It's a major problem.
I will say the note also says something to the effect of, "If you come here, we can plan together."
Well, that would have been nice to know before we got here.
I mean, we kind of have to help, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're kicking this thing down the road and this army just walks over every city in between here and there. And they may just go to Graversford next before they come to Rend. And then all help that we could possibly get is already going to be picked off one by one.
this would be interesting for you, Lane. If I get elucidating,
Yeah.
the target blurts out. So if it targets one enemy, the target blurts out a closely held secret.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
And go tell me something about the war.
Alright. Are we in agreement? We need to march our army out.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're passing through there first.
They're not
Yeah, right.
ready, but they'll fight.
I mean,
Well, as
Alright.
more of the sense of if we all leave here and then they come here.
yeah. I mean, we'd have to.
Can I? I don't know if I've seen his handwriting before. Can I insight check the note?
Sure.
I don't know if that's a.
No, that is a logical thing to me. Go ahead.
The fuck is insight? Oh god, it's trash. That's a 7.
It's a 7. It looks like handwriting.
Yeah, we should go.
All right. So, is there a number? Like, how big is the army that is coming?
So the
versus
only
how big is
person,
our force?
the only person you know who has seen it is Van Richten.
Okay, what was his estimate?
Huge,
Huge. And how big would ours be?
very small.
Okay. Well,
In fact, I'll
we
even
should-
go it for the point of roleplay, point of order here. Van Richten, since he has returned and seen your fortifications, has looked nothing but nervous.
so we don't need to bring our army along. They won't do enough. I think we as a group can do better, infiltrating and taking out the command of the other army.
I don't know about that one. I think if
I
we
don't want to send my men into a suicide mission.
our men plus Leofrich's men could stand more of a chance.
That would be a substantial boost to your numbers.
I mean, we've seen part of Leofrich's army, right? Previously.
Yeah.
So, does that give us more warm fuzzies about it?
It would at least double the size of your army, maybe more.
And if I were to send a letter to Gravesford saying, hey, we have a massive threat that is just walking over every city. We either stand together and fight, or we die one by one.
Well, you can certainly send that letter.
I will do so.
Okay, who specifically are you sending it to?
Edmund.
Okay, got it.
Can I start? I don't know if this is more of a few days thing or if we're leaving in a couple weeks. If it's the latter, can I start on this new spell thing?
I think we got a boogie.
Okay.
If we get there and it's too late, then we are really up the creek. We're out of position, and then we're also don't have a strong ally to help us.
That's fair. Just in case we were gonna, I wanted to say that. So.
Yeah. I mean, you may as well just make note of that. That is what you want to start, and then Lane can kind of determine, I think, time frame, probably.
Yeah, it'll take you about a week to get to Alton. So, granted, because you're a ranger, you will be moving faster than whatever potential Red Hand army is out there.
Mm-hmm. I think, kind of like Lubo said, though, maybe we take point and we just boogie there to try and rally with Leofrich and kind of figure things out, so whenever our army gets there, they can hit the ground running, not have any downtime. I mean, I know they'll be tired from marching, kind of, but so we have a plan, and we're not just trying to throw it together with the enemy knocking on our doors,
I think that could be a good plan.
Now, we all, does that sound like a plan to everybody else?
Yeah, I'll have to. I think I'll bring you guys along. We'll have a conversation with Bruna, who is my second in command, who I think is leading the army right now. Then we can tell them what to do. So, because she can, I trust her to do what we want her to do. So,
Yeah.
just follow behind us. They know we're going.
Yeah. I also think it would be pertinent to not leave our base completely undefended.
There's
Well,
three
the
dragons.
Yeah, I was about to say with the dragons, they probably won't follow us all that way, will they? Neither will my Trant.
Dragons are special allies. They are not followers.
Mm-hmm.
They might do it. They might not. But you can't. You have to consult them.
Oh,
Yeah, you can beg the dragon.
I'm not above such things.
I'll ask my dragon. If
You lost your dragon?
I'll ask my dragon.
Oh,
Alright, well,
We'll scratch into the chin. Hey, buddy.
I will definitely make it a point to go talk to Vercingetorix and also the Treants. and see if they would be willing to aid us on this endeavor.
Okay.
And I'll talk to Oz.
All right
Get
then.
it? Because Emerald.
Okay. So, with all of that, I want... Hold on. I need to... Oh, fuck me. Look something up.
The dragon's name is Oz, and I am the Wizard of Oz.
Are you a wizard, though?
Wizard of Oz.
I am a Wizard, Harry.
He is the Warlock of Oz.
Also, casual reminder, I'm probably hard out at like 9:15, 9:30.
That's fine. I actually am going to call it early at some point because I'm already feeling it on my voice a bit, and I have to run another game tomorrow.
Okie dokie. I'm okay with that.
But I want to finish up this. I want to at least get you guys on the road.
Yep. That sounds
So-
good to me.
We can call this a very solid upkeep session if we get at least that far.
Yes.
Alright, so for now, I'm looking something else up, but Bran, go ahead and make 2 persuasion checks for me.
Okay. Hey, I'm proficient. First one is a 18. Second one is a 14.
Okay, so both of your followers agree to watch over the lands of Rend, and specifically your keep while you're gone.
Nice. Okay. They, just to be clear, they weren't willing to go with us.
No, Vercingetorix was
Okay.
not. You'd have had to roll a little higher to convince him in that one.
Yeah, I understand. So,
Alright, and we will determine what your other 2 dragons will be doing once we create them. So, another reason to kind of quit early, to also give me a little time to maybe talk to you guys about that. But one other thing before we go, and before you guys hit the road, I am introducing the first new thing for... if I can find it. For this game from Kingdoms in Warfare.
oh boy.
If I can find the picture.
We get a bard that walks around and sings.
Have you bought that? Have you bought it for a table or for this?
The table,
Fantasy
actually,
Grounds?
the Fantasy Grounds version is not released yet, sadly.
Unfortunately.
They said that they are working on it, so it's going to happen,
Not yet, though.
but it's not out yet. So, the Beast Heart released on Fantasy Grounds the same day it came out, and so did Strongholds and Followers, but they are having issues with Kingdoms in Warfare, and right now 100% of their bandwidth is devoted to getting the actual hard copy print versions, all the crap they promised on Kickstarter out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Also, have
shipping
you bought
apocalypse.
The Beast Heart thing yet? Because I have not yet. I told you I was going to give you money.
I
have
got,
not
yeah, I
gotten
did, but I didn't get the Fantasy Grounds version. So if you just want to
Okay.
get me that, we can call it a win.
Alright.
Also, Layton, that reminds me, you got some package that's on the counter.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I think I know what that is. Anyway, D&D. Sorry, it's taken me a second. Import.
Were you getting any XP or no?
I summoned a dragon.
You will be, yeah. I mean, you just upgraded to keep. You're absolutely getting XP. I just have to import this file real quick. Sorry. I did not remember to pre-plan this one specific little thing. And it's in. You guys now are officially, and there are other options, you don't have to use this one, but you are an official adventuring party.
Ooh.
Cool.
So this is
really cool as soon as it loads.
yeah. So the way Kingdoms and Warfare operates is your organization literally has its own character sheet, complete with powers and stats. So you guys will have to create this together and decide, for one, what kind of adventuring party you're going to be, and what the stats for it are going to be. The benefits that come with that is you all get to pick an officer rank, which gives your character a special ability, and you have the power pool, which basically fuels special party abilities that you all share this one resource pool and can pull from it to do cool stuff together.
Ooh.
Where do we find that information?
So, it is in the Kingdoms and Warfare book, which I think is in my Google Drive.
Yep. Google Drive.
I think I've got it in there. Let me double check.
Let's check Google Drive.
Supplemental rules and options. Kingdoms and Warfare PDF is in there. Yeah. Under supplemental rules and options.
Cool. And the Beast Heart is the familiar one, right?
So the Beast Heart, which is what we're going to use for Desmond, it's not a familiar. It's sort of like what Bran has. It's rules for an animal companion for anyone.
Oh, but it's more like a ranger?
So the way it works is anybody can have an animal companion, and there's a rule for it, and a few different kinds of beast companions in it already, and rules for how to make your own. It also comes with a whole new ground-up class called the Beast Heart, which basically is I fight with animals.
Oh,
cool.
I still need to look into it more. So.
Yeah. I offered Bran to change into a Beast Heart if he wants, because there's a lot of cool Fey magic-y crap in there, and it basically doubles down on his relationship with Echo in some really cool ways, and it's, yeah, lots of cool stuff in there. But you don't have to be a Beast Heart to have an animal companion. Anybody can have one. That is not in my Google Drive, but I will put it in my Google Drive unless you guys actually want to buy it. Far be it for me to remove profit from a company that I love. But I'm going to put it in there anyway.
Thank you. Okay, Kingdoms and Warfare. Download anyway. 105 megabytes, cool.
Yeah, it's a big book. It also has the rules for the finalized warfare. The warfare that we ran from Strongholds and Followers was like the beta warfare.
Okay.
Kingdoms and Warfare has the actual full release of it. And it is considerably different, slightly more complex, but they gave up on the idea of running warfare and combat side by side, so now warfare is its own kind of encounter.
Smart.
Now, it does say you can still do that if you want, but that's not an assumption that the rules make.
Gotcha.
So, it's really, really cool. We need to do a test warfare game here in the apartment, because I have a big printed out warfare sheet now, so that we can really know how it works before we run it here.
Okie dokie.
So. And Beast Heart is uploaded now. It is in there.
In supplemental rules?
Yeah, supplemental rules and options. Oh, well, that's really not where it should be for organizational purposes.
I was about to say, I'm sitting here refreshing the classes.
Yeah, no, hold on. Let me move it. Move to... where would it be? Classes.
So how much XP
There we
are
go.
we getting? I can get this written down.
Oh, yeah. Well, you upgraded your keep, which I think is a big deal. And that's kind of all you did, so let's say that just add 12 to what's there. You don't have to divide it, as usual, just add 12.
This is a fucking awesome
1200.
cover.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the cover art is so good. It's got that, what's that guy's name? Famous fucking, like fantasy artist from the 70s. F something.
Yeah, I don't know, but it looks
Jason
great.
Hauser
No.
or Martin. Or are you trying to like
I'm trying to think of someone, a specific.
the person that did it, or
no,
who it looks like?
the style, who it looks like, the style of.
Okay. Trying to think. Conan. I mean, Matt is a big Conan fan, right? The Barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got that very Conan 70s pulp sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, I will probably spend the rest of the evening looking at this,
Yeah.
contemplating if I'm going to do the swap or not.
It's Frank Frazetta,
version.
by the way, is the artist I was trying to remember the name of.
Gotcha.
It looks a lot like Frank Frazetta's old art.
So, is there anything else we're going to do before we set off?
Nothing I had on my plate.
Lane, I think you, or something Google Drive fucked up, because I used to be able to access it, and it's no longer shared with me.
Oh, I can fix
You
that.
could have an Earth Elemental companion? That's awesome.
Isn't it how it works though? Is like they basically, if you get them as a companion, they don't have access to all of their abilities.
Yeah, it is
You have to level them up.
Yeah, it is a lesser version of the full Monster Manual release, but it is also balanced. So,
Oh, they're so cute. Look at this Mimic companion. He's so cute. He's a backpack.
hey, that link will give you access to the drive folder, Steffo.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, the Mimic companion's hilarious and just adorable. I love it.
Okay, so looking at it, I don't know if this is the right thing for Desmond and his and Trotsky. I think I could just use him as a familiar because this is like a whole other thing.
Well, I kind of was thinking, what if this was one of your things? Like, you keep saying Desmond isn't good at fighting, but what if your companion was?
Okay, I'm on board.
Like, you have this thing that follows you around. In your story, I can see, like, Desmond, like, discovered him on some expedition or some, ancient dig. Like, if you wanted an Earth Elemental, you could have found him in, like, an ancient dig site. If you want it to be Trotsky, a monkey, then it can just be, I think there's a monkey companion in here, or we can just reskin the fucking ferret. Like...
Okay. Yeah, alright, yeah, let's do it. Let me read through it, and then I'm totally on board. But that would change the character build, which is fine. I haven't looked through this, so this is probably cool. I'll still take Ritual Caster as a feat. It's still good.
It still makes sense for what your character is to me, I think.
Yeah, totally. 100%. Alright,
So-
yeah, let me read through
Oh
this.
my
This
god!
is-
The giant weasel actually has a power called Treasure Sense.
That sounds perfect. Giant weasel.
Is there not a cat? Did I miss a cat?
Okay, so, Josh, everyone has been bitching that there's not a cat.
I am sad.
Now, and the
Oh, no.
reason, I watched Matt's stream about this, and they said it's because the most famous monstrous cat in the Monster Manual is the Displacer Beast. But
Uh-huh.
Wizards of the Coast owns the name Displacer Beast,
Uh-huh.
so they couldn't use it.
They could have used another cat, though.
They could have. They could have. But they're trying to sort out how to just do the Displacer Beast. Also, they've said they're not done releasing animals. They're going to continue to support this with additional animal packs. But, in the meantime, this does have the formula for how to make your own Beast Companion included in all this information.
Hey, so when can you get a beast companion? Like, what's the...
The criteria?
Yeah.
I kind of think you just can.
Because I kind of liked the idea of having a companion that wasn't. I don't want it in battle, but like could help me in the lab. You know.
Okay, well
Like
then
with
what you
my
want is
outside
actually
projects.
what you want is actually a familiar. Because this book is about companions that fight.
Okay.
But we can talk about that. I like that idea.
I find where it says companion bonds, hunter bond.
Anyway, with all of that, we will get together and do the adventuring party sheet at some point.
Yes.
Hopefully before the next game. But with that, you guys set out onto the road towards Alton. I assume you've got, Bruna and other members of the Black Teeth preparing the army to move and lead them out.
Yeah. Are we gonna leave anybody? I mean, we have a dragon defending her, and also Treant. Do we need to leave anybody else behind to kind
I
of...
feel like we can always set like a guard to stay at home and guard the place every time, because this is a warring kingdom. We're gonna need to take our army out every once in a while. We could probably just set the person who's gonna guard with his army. What was the name of the head guard guy from the old town who's
Captain Horblack?
Horblack? Yeah, leave Horblack in charge.
Okay. He is technically, by the way, the leader of your army when you're not around. That is his function as an artisan follower.
Okay.
So he kind of needs to go with the army. He is his title is captain.
Gotcha. Okay.
So even more than Bruna, he is like in charge of the army.
I will say we won't have time because we're like trying to leave, but Dubar does want to get with Lubo because he kind of wants to create a guerrilla warfare unit, and give them sniper rifles.
Yeah,
Holy
we're doing that.
fuck.
Totally on board for that.
Holy
Let's do it.
Fuck. Okay.
You and Bruna need to talk, baby.
Oh
I was
god.
trying to think of some way to get firearms into someone else's hands, and
Oh, the Black Teeth.
I
The
feel
Black
like that
Teeth.
would be good.
Oh my goodness. Are they in our notes? No, I know, Lane, you made up a card for them.
I did.
For the
I
Black
don't know where
Teeth.
it's at. I will fix that this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could...
Well, also, it's
There-
outdated now. I have to transfer all of the cards over to the Kingdoms and Warfare system anyway.
Gotcha.
So,
Well, I mean, that's a great thing that we could do. I think my old mercenary group, my special forces would be the right people to get the sniper rifles.
Mm-hmm.
well, it would really come down more to how they function in a warfare, because they are cavalry, and riflemen...
They are also like guerrilla warfare. They're like my...
Okay, fair enough.
This
We
is the
can-
mercenary band
yeah.
that wasn't specifically the...
Right. But I'm saying if you wanted to take Kieran, Dubar, I should say, if you wanted to create specifically, you can still do this to the Black Teeth, but if you want to specifically create a warfare unit, you could, specially train a unit to use firearms and make them an artillery unit, so in place of archers, basically.
Yeah, in my head, it was more of a group that would sort of mostly stick to the woods around Castle Rend and basically be guerrilla fighters that way. And if we're on a campaign, they can go do whatever. But
Okay.
it's in non-wartime function would be the woods around Castle Rend sort of thing.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, we could... I don't know if I want the Black Teeth to do that, but we can definitely find you some good men and women to train with those guns.
I mean, also wardens.
Yeah. All right. So then with that, we're going to end with you guys heading off towards Alton. to face the next major adventure of the game. Sorry, this was a bit of just an upkeep game. Not really a ton happened, but we needed this so that the next games can be all action.
Heck yeah.
I mean, we haven't played in like 3 weeks or whatever. Just
it's
kind
been
of
over a
grease
month.
the script. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah,
it's
the
been-
last experience date was 2/12, so 3 days shy of a month.
oh wow.
Or I'm sorry, 12, whatever. Yeah, you know.
Before we go, I'm just gonna cast Bless on everybody just because I can now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna summon demons because, like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Jules, no.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I closed. I thought everyone was gone.
Okay. Okay.
You know, the more I think about it, maybe the guerrilla warfare unit wouldn't be the Guardians of the Forest because that's sort of the Wardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you want like a special forces unit to go assassinate
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah, that's sort of what I had in mind. Yeah.
yeah, that would be my mercenary group. They've all got they could be in the shit.
Okie
That is
dokie.
very exciting.
Awesome. Well, I will see you guys
Hell
later. And my 2 roommates, you guys, we need to talk about dragons.
Wait, what?
All right.